Welcome back. I'm Phiona Mboa here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Diaries, and today here with Teddy we are discussing the fruits of our marriages and especially the children. And before the break, Teddy was telling us how we need to prepare before. Sanctify your womb, dedicate your womb. I've not heard of those things before, but I'm here to learn. As I said, we all are learning.
Yeah.
So now this baby
He's
here.
here. Finally.
Finally.
You prayed before and even after. You
Yes.
sanctifying your man, you sanctifying yourself.
Now we are.
So there is a verse, you naming. Naming, actually, before even naming, now the baby is here. You have the power, the baby is in your hands. You dedicating the baby first.
At birth.
At birth, with immediate effect. Before anything you have,
Once they give me the baby, I
say, Lord, thank you for this gift. 3 days after Jesus was born, Son of the Most High was taken to the temple.
3 days.
3 days with 2 doves. Can you imagine? They had to take him with a gift. The
So we
Son
need a
of the
gift.
Most High.
So we need to give a gift.
Yes. I've seen mothers, some mothers complain, I'm having one child. You did not even give thanks to God for the
For
first
the
one.
first one.
And now you want more and more.
Entasima.
Yes. Like immediate, like Son of the Most. But because we are going to, the Bible is helping us just to know his ways. As you know the ways of your boss, you know. If he finds me late at this time, he'll be mad. So I should make sure I be. Yes. Then akamanyiro tukasusiza nnyo with God.
So when God gives me this gift, I need to also gift him.
Gift him. When they told Zachariah, when they told Samson's parents, they're going to be gifted with a baby. The angel, they were happy, they danced, they said, oh Lord, thank you, you know. And even the most interesting thing, going back to Rebecca had 2 nations and he didn't know. He had to ask God when she was pregnant, Lord, what am I having? What is wrong? Not for you having your belly, you never talk to up to 9 months.
I have my stomach.
Yes, but
ask God.
But I've told you, every child with a purpose. Rebecca has told you, having 2 nations, the younger will serve the old.
The older will serve
the younger. Yes, you see that? So
even before birth, it is predestined that, the older is going to serve.
Yes, like no, do not give birth for baby 1, baby 2. No, your papa. Yeah. Every time you get to know the connection, the bond. I have 3 children. I have 5, I have 3 and 1. But I've had the connection, the bonding. Every time I know I am pregnant, because I gotten to know these things, the biblical with the holiness early. So I was fasting 40 days before I got to know that I was pregnant. So God started showing me these things in my dreams. Pregnancy is coming. I see myself pregnant. People are dreaming. I said, no. But they had prepared me. And all of them have gotten signals that something is, and I've been prepared.
So now that they are here,
hold them, dedicate. First, the Jewish way they had to dedicate, they had to circumcise them. And it would be the easier way if parents would circumcise the babies at a young age. Because up there they suffer the trauma. But here it is all well. If they could, well, and if they can't, still, okay, they can do it their way. But here it is safer. And it is biblical, and it is holy.
It is holy.
Yes. So Jesus, as in, he was dedicated, let's dedicate.
When he said that, I remembered after giving birth to my last born, a girl, I was praying for the husband in theater.
Yes.
And my husband was like, now, how are you praying for the child's husband at least?
Yes.
But I told him that some of these things, some people are suffering in marriages because of the things that happened early. So we need to dedicate the children.
Pray. That prayer is so strong. You pray for their spouses, you pray for their friends, you pray for the people they will meet, you pray for their helpers, because every baby, I've told you, John the Baptist was to help Jesus. Every baby has a helper in their purpose. Even
pray for
as
the helpers,
yes,
you
we pray for
pray.
the helpers, the right people, the right friends. People have messed up their purposes because of friends. You cannot do that. How dare you? You think you can speak? You girl, you even joking? How can you being a doctor? Yeah, wrong people and the purpose. Yes. So let's
So
dedicate.
dedicated.
Then start praying part by part. Pray for the hair. Yes, pray for the ears, and for the girls, pray for their ears, so that by the you speak direct into their ears. And you know what? There is a religion that does it. The Islamic religion, they do that immediately. So that the you bring your child, and the first song they're going to listen to is Kwe Picha. In the first day, you're bringing your child on Kwe Picha. That is what that the child's ear is hearing. Can you imagine? You never said anything in their ear first. Speak. Tell the girls, if you're a girl, you're going to hear me. When you start being a teenager and adolescent, I am your mother. You will listen to me. You will hear me. You will respect me. I am your.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. The level of intentionality is.
We are not
admirable.
joking at the foundations. Hold their hands. Let these hands give respect to people. Let them work, and they will be fruitful. Whatever they will touch on, it will prosper. You will move the world. You will be blessed. You will be favored. There and then. Then even before that, before doing any other thing apart from that. Because normally the spirit of fornication in men, it's on their eyes. For them, they see. And when they see, they see. So if it's a boy child, pray for their eyes. And pray for that spirit of fornication that sits on men's eyes, on our boys' eyes. Because boys are boys, they're born boys. Even at 1 month, they erect.
Even at one day.
Do you know the system? And you think because you're the mother, you're going to manage them. You cannot. So there is something God just installed in them. They are men. But we pray.
We pray for their eyes, and the spirit of fornication.
For them, yes. Then for the girls, we pray for their private parts, because that's where the spirit of fornication sits. That's why you see prostitutes selling there is nothing else they're selling apart from. So it is where it sits. Okay. So after that, then let's go to the breast, because you're going to breastfeed. You're going to have a covenant, another covenant with the child. It's a very strong covenant. It's from me to.
So as we breastfeed, we need to also speak to these children.
You have to first pray. Actually, you have to first pray for your breast.
For yourself, that you are purified.
Yes, because Jacob was telling his children, he was blessing all of them, and he was telling them, blessed. He was telling one of his child, for you, the blessings of your mother's womb and your mother's breasts will follow you. Meaning there is something in our breast. It's what you have that you feed. People in 8 years used to do these things. When they move on, they could go dig. When they come back to breastfeed, this is what they could do. They could spit around themselves. Anything that have come with, let it not contaminate
my child.
But good enough now, we know the Bible and we have Christ. So pray for yourself. And because there is no way a child is going to resemble you or the father in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. They don't. Yes. They will take your anger. They will take you. Yes. They will take the father's fornication habits. They will just have to take something from us. So just know the good habits you have and say, Lord, through this, if a ring can make us to become one, now what of someone who sucks? It's a covenant that is strong. And the Bible says that covenants cannot just be broken apart from the covenant of. Yes. So what you have, the anger, everything, you just feeding. You just feeding. You just feeding. Just make sure you feed with love, you feed with peace, you feed with calmness, and you feed with a prayer. My boy, you'll not be like so. You'll be different.
Not be like
Yes.
oh, God.
You won't be like your mother. Your mother is still dealing with the spirits of anger, but for you, you will have peace. Peaceful. Yes. You'll move this nation. Let favor follow you.
But now, Teddy, okay, this question I want to ask it after. There's something you talk about, the middle child and something like that.
Yes. Now, because now we're moving faster because you have to name. Mind the naming.
Mind the name.
Abram to Abraham at 90 years. God saw the name was
renamed.
the problem.
And he changed the name.
But now there are some people who are even dying before knowing that the cause of their
your name
suffering.
is the problem.
Yes. Jacob to Israel. You see such things. And he told Abraham and Sarah, I'm going to give you a child, and that child will be Isaac. You name him
Isaac.
Meaning there is
There's something about the name.
Yes, and Zachariah knew that because Elizabeth, people around them, they wanted to change.
And name the child.
Yes, they were telling
so for us who name the children after the fathers, just to keep the name alive, we are making mistakes.
Yes, mind the names. The names are contributing so much into our problems. Mind, because if a dead person, I've heard people telling me that a dead person can come to you when you're pregnant and they say, you have to name that child you're having in your belly.
And also take the name.
And they're taking their names because they don't know. Oh, the father in the village will come to your home, Nange, your auntie.
We have to name this one after.
But the name they're giving you, that singer was a drunkard, was a fornicator. Okay, we are not saying they're bad names. But let's mind the names that we are giving our children. Because it's another covenant.
After the naming.
Yeah. So after the naming, you've sanctified yourself, you've sanctified the child. And make sure do not breastfeed your child in that bad mood. Anger,
So the child is crying and if I'm supposed to be angry and
don't. Yes. We are minding the foundations. That's why even in disciplining, if you're too stressed, if you're too angered, don't discipline the child. Just move away. And I always tell mothers,
middle children.
Yes, middle children. Yes, mothers have a problem of middle children. We leave them out, and that's why we are facing the problem of middle children syndrome. We leave them out. Middle children suffer a lot. We care about it's about firstborns and lastborns. Okay, we love them. We do care about them. We know they are there, but we are pushing them on the side. Okay, so this is where we, as parents or as mothers, we are supposed to help them because they are having the highest criminal rates in the world. Yes, research has it.
Because we are not caring for them.
So they think they are left out now. Now, so what?
What do I do? I need attention.
Yes.
Anyway,
the parents are leaving him or her out. Then the siblings, there is a way they torture middle children. Now for you, you've just come just yesterday. That's
and
the firstborn.
The second,
yes, that's the firstborn now saying, bring this. And even when you coming to settle them, you say, leave the other one.
It's possibly his things actually.
Can we? And every time you have to know if you're dealing with a middle child. I myself, before reading and researching about middle child syndrome, I was a victim. And you just do it not knowing. You even the last born now, the first born has to go to school now. Hey, this one is now I'm coming. But it's affecting
this child.
The only thing you can try to make them feel themselves, have life, feel respected. Just make sure you get to know their strengths and achievements. And if they have achieved anything, make it known in the house. So that even others can no, this one also.
He's quiet.
It's not a joke. Are you trying to get? Yes, get pictures of him alone in the sitting room. In most cases, middle children.
I have a friend. Everyone has a picture back from the middle child in their house. And it just happens. I think accidentally.
Get a picture of him alone. Of him and put it there. He's ever somewhere. He's ever with the firstborn or the second one or the middle children.
Carrying someone.
Yes, middle children. I don't know if I'm lying, but that is it.
And I think we've not taken note of it.
Yes, and middle children, again, if they are boys, it's worse.
Why? Mine is a boy.
Oh God. It's worse. You're killing his ego. You're killing his emotions. This is a marriage program. Our marriages are dying. Middle children don't keep marriages. They don't. They're ever problem solvers. They will leave their own problems
and solve other people.
Because that's what they've been doing all their life. They're solving firstborns and lastborns. They're ever in the middle. I'm at this one. I'm at this one. I'm at this one. Like, you see the torture middle children go to. Like every mother who is out there, if you can get time, you should take your middle child out.
That's an assignment for today. I'm taking out my middle child.
Take them out. And every mother should have like 10 minutes to play with each of them differently. Each of your child differently.
And
individually. 10 minutes on a daily. Tired or non-tired. 10. You're going to know how different your children are. Because even twins are different. Even if you have a dozen, all children are different. So every time you get 10 minutes of them, you will enjoy. You know the weaknesses, the strength, and how to manage. You will deal with the sibling rivalry that we are having.
But the sibling rivalry, we keep thinking it's normal. Firstborn and secondborn are usually clash.
And even middle children. So parents think it's normal because I gave birth to my first child,
and I gave him more attention. Then
yes,
this one
came in. So it is really normal. It's not normal. It became from the days of Cain and Abel to the extent of one killing
the other.
So these days they no longer kill. They bewitch. They
same mother,
same dad. And it is us parents. It comes back to us parents because there are those that we favor most, and these ones think that we love the other more than them. This one.
Oh dear.
Yes, we're killing our children. We're killing our children, and we think we are parenting. We are not parenting.
So Teddy, I keep thinking all these things may apply to people who are just getting. How about us who already have children? Is it too late?
It's never too late
to start some.
It's never too late, and that's why I tell mothers with rebellious children, you should work so hard, because there is a time that is going to come and you will not control them at all. Introduce charts at your home. Like, make sure you have this chart where you draw, the bad habits. You just create only the bad habits. You put them onto that chart. My child does not want to greet. My child doesn't want to sleep. My child doesn't want to shower. Brushing is a problem. You put them on that chart. Then come up with toys or stickers. They love stickers.
Yeah, stickers.
Come up with stickers and say, today, if you do this, we give you a tick and we give you a sticker. If you do this, there is a tick and a
sticker.
He will feel that feeling like he's at school, and then there is a sticker, and then there is that bond
they
with
get
mom.
excited.
Yes. And then other than, you did this today. You didn't want to brush. Those ones, you just get tired. They're like, we are used to her. We are used to her. But as long as you come up with a chart, you create toys, you come up with toys, you come with sticker. And I always tell mothers, before you come into your house, just live with whatever. The stress, the debts,
wherever you're coming from,
at the door. Actually, when you're in the taxi or you're in your car going back home, just say, Lord, I surrender to
everything, whatever it was.
Yes, I'm going back to these children, and help me know them well, because I've just told you have to create that 10 minutes.
But now, Teddy, someone will easily say that the things you're talking about can work for stay-at-home moms. Now I'm coming from office, I'm tired, and now you're telling me I have to go child by child. I have assignments to complete. How do you balance it?
If they call you that your child is dying, you still have assignments to do.
No, you drop it because it's a one-off.
Thank you. It's the same thing that goes to us mothers. We ever have time, it's just that we just don't want to. But I'm busy. But if they are to call you and they're telling you your child is, I've just spoken of middle children syndrome. Mothers are taking this for granted.
That one I've actually, it's a shock, but yet
You
it's
come
true.
back when your children are sleeping. But we are having siblings, having sex with siblings. You don't know as a mother because you're busy. That is the first curse in your house. You will pray and pray, but Lord has already locked doors in your house. Sisters having sex with brothers. And they don't know what to do. These are things now they are saying. I've told you boys are boys, even at 1 month they are right. Now he's 5, he's seeing these movies, he's having a phone. At times even
At
you
5.
leave him, yes, you leave him your phone, there are pictures. Now he doesn't know when he starts to erect, what can he do? You're busy. Okay, we get it. But I've just told you, boys have stages. There is the mama stage, there is the dad stage, and the mentor stage.
Which one is the mama stage?
1 to 5. From 5, they are not too interested in us.
They want daddy.
They want daddy. Now daddies are their role models. And I always tell fathers from 13, 12, 13, 14, now they're not a daddy fan, but they're looking at you. They're saying, I don't want to be like daddy when I grow up. I want to be like him. I always tell fathers, now try to at least pretend to be their role models, because now they're seeing you, the way you're treating their mothers, the way you treat them. They're saying, I don't want to be like them. I always tell mothers, let's love on our boys. Every time you miss out on that love, boys grow faster and they leave us faster. And when they get married, we lose them. They're going to start having families. So if you as a mother, you cannot love your boy from 1 to at least 12, then you think you're going to love him from 12, you're going to become a bad mother-in-law. That is where the bad mother-in-law syndrome is even coming. Because now you missed out on that love.
You're trying to cling on to something.
Where are you? Where are you taking your children to school? Which school are you taking? But he has now a wife and children. But every time you love on them fully, you know by the time they're now married, they are gone, they are deal with your wife. You see the story of Ruth and Naomi? Do you think Naomi could stick with her mother-in-law if she was a bad one?
No, it would be a relief. The connection is done. I've gone.
Yes. But because Naomi had, and I always tell mothers, if you're trying to parent your children, and you see that you yourself, you can sit down and say, I cannot get married to my son, or I cannot get married to my daughter, then you still have a long way
a lot of work
to do. You see, Naomi groomed his boys to the extent that his daughters-in-law
wanted to stay with him.
Your God will be my God. Can we try as mothers? And it's now on the holy beginnings. You love, you nurture, because it's no longer about you and your son. Now you're trying to groom someone for someone's girl. As we are praying for their spouses, can you also try to groom them the way we would
prepare them for to be the best spouse they can?
Yes, that's why I always tell mothers, the connection we have with boys should be different. Boys, their emotions are very different from girls. Firstborns are different, secondborns, and actually it's not only the middle children syndrome. We have the firstborn child syndrome. They are rulers, they are dictators in homes. It's another problem also in marriages. Even when you're a girl, you'd want to dictate because they gave you all the rights from day one.
I was the only child.
Now. Then we have lastborns. Again in marriage, you see, we have a lot to do. Me, I have this change now. Me, I will not wash. It's another problem in marriages. So much as we're minding the middle child syndrome, we have firstborns. They are becoming problems in marriages because of the way we are raising them. A lot of freedom. Yes. Lastborns again. So I'm telling you, we are not to rest not until
we have raised these children to the people.
And we rest there. When they've gotten married, they do not want to do anything. Their legs are up on the table because they were last bones.
Oh, thank you very much, Teddy. This has been very beautiful. And as we conclude this, what is it that you want to tell our viewers, especially about holy
Holy
beginnings,
beginnings.
and taking also care of these fruits that we get out of our marriages?
Okay, the words that I would want to tell more so mothers, not even fathers, should be in this because God blesses Abraham. Abraham blesses Jacob. I always tell fathers, please bless our children as early as possible.
Mm.
Because God blessed his blessing, he gave it to Abraham, Abraham to
Isaac.
Isaac to Jacob. And he was telling them, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac,
Isaac and
and Jacob.
Jacob.
So fathers have that parental right,
To
parental
bless the
blessing
children.
straight from God
Mm.
to bless our children. So can they bless them at the birth time?
Mm.
Because we don't know where you're going to end up. I'm not saying I'm not saying because I'm seeing a lot of the widows than the. So bless our children immediately. Let them have the father blessing. Then with us, the adults, because I remember Isaac telling Esau, Esau, please prepare me something.
So
Come
they may
with your
bless
blessing.
you.
So even as adults, if we want the blessing from our fathers, we
We
should
need to
take.
take something.
We should not go barehanded
Oh.
because they are our fathers. There is a blessing,
Interesting.
but we should
Take
work.
something.
Yes, work for it. So with the mothers, I always tell the mothers out there, do not underestimate the power you have. We are a vessel that God uses. He used Mary, he used so many other women, he used Jochebed. So there is a lot of potential in us. We give birth to the presidents, to the queens, to the extraordinary. I've had mothers giving birth to water, to snakes. The potential we have as mothers does not joke. It is through us that the generation and the world can move on. We can seize this world if we want to as mothers, because we can say we
No
are not
more
giving.
giving-
Yes,
no more giving
yes.
birth.
So the power we have that God entrusted us with, we are His next of kin. You get that feeling.
Yes.
So do not joke with the power you have as a mother. We can do this. Let's go back to the beginnings. Let's mind our soil. Let it be fertile enough to bring up these children and these babies. Let's not sleep where we are not supposed to sleep. Let's try and work hard. We shall rest when we see these things happen.
True.
You saw Job, what he used to do? Annually, he would sacrifice
For his children.
for his children. Do not make a mistake of celebrating your baby's birthdays without giving a seed to God annually, mothers. Even if it is 500 shillings, seal your children, protect them from the enemy. Actually, what Job did protected his sons, and it fought the sibling rivalry. The Bible says his children were attached. They loved each other. They could visit each other because of the seed. And he could not control them because they were, yes, they could do clubs, they could take alcohol, but he said, God, let's make a covenant you protect.
Me and you now for my children.
So it is you and God. Make that seed, give it to God. You will see something big. Parenting will be something easier for us. We are to change the world because the world depends on us.
Thank you very much, Teddy, for such an insightful conversation. And thank you so much, our viewers. I hope you have picked something. Surely, I have picked a lot. I'm going to work on my middle child and make sure that he's a better person.
You take him
But
out.
yes, I'm going to take him out after here. So let us work at it. Let us treasure the fruits that God has given us, but also knowing we are stewards.
Yeah.
God has entrusted them with you. Go make them the best version of themselves they can ever be. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Phiona Mboa here at Church of Uganda Family TV with Ring Diaries.